Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another Am I the Asshole video, and this one is about bunnies. So this is bunny themed. If you've never seen my channel before, I have a bunny. His name is Bunny. He's almost 11. He's going to be 11 years old on May 19th. So he is the only bunny that I've ever had, but he's lived a long time and he's literally never going to die. He told me so. So, let's see how many people are assholes about bunnies. So, all I did was go to the Reddit Am I the Asshole and search the word bunny. So, here we go. The first one is, and I haven't read these, so I don't know what they're saying. This is from 4 years ago. Am I the asshole for not adopting a bunny? I, female 24, have graduated college and am mostly successful, working as a manager to a small chain restaurant. After the cost of groceries and bills, I have little disposable income. I don't live super lavish, but I consider myself privileged. I live with my husband and a parrot. I got this parrot because my brother, 19 and living in a college dorm, adopted the parrot and eventually couldn't take care of it. It started plucking and was depressed, so after he begged me, I took in the bird. It has been about 5 months since that happened, and now my brother bought a bunny. Oh my god. I told him I wouldn't be willing to take the rabbit if he couldn't afford it. Well, now he's calling me crying, begging me to take his starving, sick bunny. I would have to pay for a pen, food, and vet bills and then keep the rabbit for a few years along with the parrot. I told him no, and my parents are outraged. I think he should be more responsible, but I'm also worried I'm being rude. What's wrong with your brother? Your brother sucks. 19 and he's already effed up 2 animals' lives. This is crazy. The fact that, like, who gets a parrot at 19? Don't parrots live like 1,000 years? Of all the animals. And then he buys a bunny. That's crazy. And it's only been 5 months since he gave up the parrot. What? This guy sucks. Your brother sucks. So he's 19 and he lives in a dorm, so he doesn't live at home, but his parents are pissed, or their parents are pissed, because she won't take her brother's pet. What? This guy sucks. You are definitely not the asshole, but also I am worried about what's going to happen to the bunny. That really sucks. Bunnies are a lot of work too. Bunnies are basically cats. So if you think to yourself, oh, bunnies are so cute, I would love a bunny, they're a lot of work. And again, he's almost 11. He's never going to die. So they're a lot more work than you would originally think. Same here. Okay, I did not know how much work he would be, I gotta be honest. But 11 years later, we're still going strong, you know, and I got him in college. So in a way, I kind of feel for them, but also, I mean, I got my bunny. Actually, I think I was 19 when I got my bunny. It was 2015. Yeah, this got weird. I was also 19 when I got Bunny, but here we are. Almost 11 years later, we made it work. You know, like, you make it work. Like, and it was a lot. I didn't have any money, but I made sure that he was fed. Like, I took care of him. And because I was a poor college student, there are a lot of, like, grants and stuff that you can get, like, to whatever with, like, spay and neuter places, where I got him neutered for, like, $20 or something because I was a poor college kid, and they can help you with stuff like that. He had some kind of ear infection. They helped with the money and everything. So, like, with vet bills and stuff like that, like, you can get help. You just need to find it and make sure that you're taking care. This is a animal with feelings and a life. Like, you can't just treat it like that. Like, me and Bunny, we struggled, but we struggled together. Like, this isn't just like something you just decide to do. This is anyway. So she is not the asshole, but that guy definitely is. Okay, so let's read some comments and see what people are saying. This person says, he's 19 and treating animals like toys. He needs therapy, and your parents need to recognize his screwed up behavior. You can afford to stop this animal's mistreatment and also rehome it. So please do it before he kills it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, rehome the animal, take care of it yourself, because he's gonna end up killing the bunny because he just can't. This other person answers that, or replies to it, and says, OP doesn't need to keep the bunny, but it'd be great if she took it to their local rabbit or small animal rescue in order to save its life. There are a lot of animal rescues around. I got Bunny from an animal rescue. He was like a, what do they call baby bunnies? He was a baby bunny litter, at a rescue, so it's possible they exist. Go there, and if you want a bunny, check your local rescues, please. Anyway. Yeah, this person says, do you know how long parrots live? That parrot will be with you for a long time. It's on your brother for getting such a long-lived pet without respecting the commitment. A parrot should also not be living in a college dorm, but you may need to look into rehoming the parrot if you're not in for a lifetime or near lifetime commitment. I mean, also the bunny too, but yeah, like, you didn't even want the parrot. Report him to law enforcement. Animal cruelty and neglect is a crime. That'll make him stop. Because at this point, that's 2 animals in 4 months that he has neglected and honestly abused. So it's like, yeah, report him. Report him and take the animal, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this person is really smart. I'd call around to every pet store and rescue to get him on a no-adopt list. That's really smart. This person says, as the owner of 2 rabbits, they're a pretty big commitment, both time-wise and financially, and they're definitely not rewarding pets for a lot of people. It's not your responsibility to commit to a pet that you clearly didn't want. That said, if you want to find a middle ground, you can help him find a shelter that accepts rabbits, or help with rehoming it. R/rabbits may be able to help. That's actually where I got one of my bunnies. Oh, cute. Or Craigslist. That's where I found out about the rescue, was Craigslist. But that requires a bit more effort. Screening the adopters. Facebook rabbit groups can be hit or miss, courtesy of Facebook's no animal sales policy. That's true. Maybe worth checking out too. That said, this is a problem of his own making, and while it's awful that a living animal has to be in that situation, he's the one who has to be the responsible adult and learn from his mistakes. Yeah, the parents are crazy. This person says, your brother and parents are 100% the assholes here, but your parents might be a touch more, because their anger is at you for not bailing out your brother. Yeah, like, what? Rabbits are complex, highly untrusting, but profoundly social animals. They have difficult health needs and incredibly delicate digestive systems. Not to mention they will destroy all of your belongings if you don't know what you were doing. Even if you do know what you're doing, they're sneaky. It's funny that, I mean, my bunny is literally like a 60-year-old man, but he is so trusting and so hilarious. He's so funny. But a lot of bunnies, they don't want to be held. They don't want to be babied. They don't like that. But my bunny, give me a break. He's so funny. I'll pick him up and hold him like a little baby, and his little ears will go back, and his little nose, and he'll make his little sounds. Oh, he's such a happy boy. He is a little sucker for some love. But a lot of bunnies are not like that. And I got him when he was like 6 weeks old, so from the very beginning I was holding him a lot. I was interacting with him a lot. I spent all of my time with my little bunny. Like, I spent a lot of time with that guy. Like, that is a spoiled, rotten little rabbit. So, anyway. Why don't your parents take it? Not willing, huh? Your brother neglects pets, so he is an animal abuser and should never get another one. Rehome the bunny and threaten to report him if he adopts again. Yeah. That's the first one. I agree with everyone here who says that your brother sucks. This was 4 years ago, so hopefully that bunny's doing well in someone else's care. Next one. Am I the asshole for wanting to kick my roommate's bunny and boyfriend out? I live in a 2-bed, 2-bath apartment on my college campus. Everybody in these college things with a bunny, like, is this just what everyone does? Like, do we just all get bunnies in college? My roommate was random, and at first everything was fine. Oh, my roommate was randomly picked. Okay. However, she started bringing her boyfriend around, which was whatever. But then he moved in. Not a word from my roommate, no warning, nothing. So are they paying? They should be paying 2/3 of the rent then. Together, they're so loud and messy. I hate being in my apartment. When they're here, they never leave the apartment. Oh, God. We've also had laundry issues. She hogs the washer and dryer and leaves her stuff in there for days at a time and gets mad when I take it out. I confronted her about the laundry and her boyfriend. She got defensive and nothing changed. She even bought a bunny without asking me because what if I was allergic? There's also no pets allowed in the apartment complex. There's so many times when she's changed the thermostat to 65 degrees. It's winter time and we are in Illinois. I'm just tired and planning to anonymously report her boyfriend and the bunny. I've reached my limit and confrontation did nothing. She's in violation of our lease ×2. I'm just a tad worried there will be some retaliation if I go ahead with this, considering I have to live with her for 2 more months, but I don't know what else to do. Here's the thing about leases. A lot of times when they say no pets, it's no dogs or cats. They're generally a lot looser when it comes to small animals, such as a fish or a hamster. And I got really good at telling people that my bunny's basically a fish. Like, he just sits there. My bunny is the boss of me. He tells me what to do, but they don't know that. This guy's like a fish. He's like, look how little he is. You won't even know he's here. So, that's not really, you're not going to get fined for having a bunny. It's fine, most of the time. There have been some apartment buildings that I have toured, and I have been like, hey, what do you think about bunnies? And they were like, we actually don't allow bunnies. And I'm like, what? And they're like, bunnies are forbidden. Okay. So it's very unlikely that your apartment cares that you have a bunny. Very, very unlikely. But this does say college campus, so I don't actually know about college campus because I've heard that sometimes they can be pretty severe about that. But like apartments in general, usually it doesn't matter, especially if you just don't tell them. So I think that your roommate sucks. Yeah, I don't like her. She sucks. I don't know if you can anonymously report her boyfriend and the bunny. I mean, you can report that your roommate's boyfriend is living there because I'm sure that violates something with a college campus. But I don't know about anything else. I don't know. I don't think she's the asshole, but I mean, what she's doing is good, is like asking around and see what other people think. But yeah, you're not the problem here. Yeah, I would be the same thing. I'm like, get out. It is funny that they say, like, what if I'm allergic? I'm so allergic to my bunny. I'm allergic to all of my animals. I take allergy medicine every day of my life because if I don't, I can't breathe. So that's fun. Yeah, it's rough with a bunny because they shed so bad too. So, it's a lot. you can definitely be really allergic. And also I'm allergic to Timothy hay, which is what he eats. So it's like I'm just allergic to everything. Huh. This person says, not the asshole. You tried to communicate with her. She blows you off. Be careful how you report her. Say you are a neighbor and basically snitch on the both of you. Throw yourself under the bus at the same time about the pet and the boyfriend. And remember to act surprised when they show up for an inspection. Again, I don't know because, I mean, she didn't do anything. Like, she's been the good one here. You don't want her to accidentally get some kind of, like, repercussions from this. Yeah, you tried talking to your roommate. If she refuses to make changes, she deserves to be the one given the boot. Report her. You don't need to put up with this shit. Do it anonymously so she can't trace it to you. Kick the bum to the curb with her boyfriend and dumb bunny. Dumb bunny. This person says, absolutely contact your landlord. I know you're hesitant because there could be retaliation, but you are clearly not happy in your current living situation, so it doesn't sound like you have much to lose at this point. If she is violating the lease and then continues with retaliation, keep contacting your landlord and express your concerns. This person says, have you checked the terms of your lease? Because hate to break it to you, your landlord might also be able to hold you accountable for what your roommate is doing. Apartment rentals are not always like school where you can tattle without consequences. They said where I live, when you sign a lease, it's one contract that all the roommates sign. Everyone may be on the hook for violations of the lease. Basically, you may want to check the rental laws in your own area before you report on your roommate so you know if you will also be liable for anything. That's true. But it is also a college campus, so I don't know if that really as a thing. But yeah, no, you are fine, but your roommate sucks. But also, it's not the bunny's fault. It's your stupid roommate and her stupid boyfriend, so. Next. Oh, this one is marked as an asshole. Would I be the asshole if I made my girlfriend get rid of her bunny? So I, 20 male, and my girlfriend, 20 female, are planning on moving in together by the end of this year or early next year. It'll be the first time we're living without parents, and we're getting our first apartment. I've been working really hard to make this move possible, and I do make more money than her, so I do plan to pay more of the bills when we move. Anyway, we have a budget and location in mind, and we've talked about getting a pet. We both love animals and want pets, but I made it very clear that I wanted to wait until we owned a home, before we got any, because I want to be more stable before having a pet. I don't want to hurt our chances of finding an apartment, etc. That is true. Anyway, last night her parents decided to get her a rabbit. What? As a surprise gift for her. A 20-year-old, her parents just give her a rabbit? What? As a surprise gift for her. I love animals. I would not be happy if I wouldn't want my parents to just like surprise me with an animal. What? I like picking out my own animals, first of all, but I don't like that. This is so weird. They know that I'm planning on moving in with her, and they didn't talk to me or her about this before they got her the bunny. That's crazy. Her family is going through some stuff, and they got it for her because they're proud of her. My girlfriend loves the rabbit already and is really happy that her parents are proud of her. It was her stepdad's idea, and he's not very great at showing affection either. I'm pissed that I wasn't considered in this decision, and now not only do I have to worry about the move, a lot of other stressors, which I won't get into, but also this rabbit as well. At the same time, I don't want to get mad at my girlfriend because it wasn't her idea and she loves the rabbit. I don't like when people give pets as a gift at all. Even if you've talked about it forever and ever, I don't like the idea of someone handing you an animal. I don't like that. I like the idea of, hey, I know you've really wanted an animal. Let's go pick one out. Let's go to the shelter and let's go get one. Let's both of us together go see who speaks to us. Like, pets aren't cell phones. Like, they're completely different animals, and you have to feel something with them. Like, there's a lot that goes into picking an animal, and if someone just handed me an animal and was like, I'm proud of you, here's a bunny. That motherfucker's almost 11 years old. What do you mean? 11 years of my life because you're proud of me? No. I love my bunny. If someone handed me my bunny for being proud of me, no, I don't like that. You would be the asshole if you told her to get rid of it. You would be the asshole if you told her that you're not moving in together because of this rabbit. However, her parents are the assholes for doing this in general. Why would anyone think this is a good idea? If you're listening, don't make a pet a gift. Ever. Ever, ever. Let's see what people are saying. You would be the asshole. Honestly, you sound like you would be really hard to live with. Things will never go as you plan, so chill out. You're going to have to compromise if you expect to live successfully with another person. You're not in charge and don't get to unilaterally decide what happens in a home you share with another adult. It doesn't matter who pays what. OP responded, I wouldn't get a pet without consulting other people I live with. And then they said, and then the commenter replied, she didn't get the pet, she was gifted the pet. Her parents probably think so little of you and your relationship that it never would have occurred to them to even consider you in their gift. I doubt they even think you two will either end up with an apartment or make it through a year's lease. You would be the asshole. You can't get between a girl and her rabbit. This person said, I still remember my first rabbit, life-changing. I love my pet bunny, and I found an apartment easily that allows her to live with me. Yeah. Again, it's a difficult situation, and her parents are also kind of assholes for getting her a pet without asking her, but that's not the rabbit's fault, and she loves the rabbit, and you can't just ask her to get rid of it for your sake. Oh, this isn't true. This person says, how much stress is a rabbit going to cause you? I have so many wrinkles. As far as pets go, you couldn't have asked for a much easier one. The wrinkles, the gray hairs. Bunnies are not easy animals. So on the one hand, your girlfriend has a rabbit she loves that her parents gifted her because they were proud of her, in an unusual show of affection that probably touches her a lot and makes the pet even more special. On the other hand, you're upset that she was given a pet without your approbation. What are you trying to say there? Without your approval. And you're worried about cleaning out a cage once in a while, so you want her to give the rabbit back. Yeah, no, not much contest here. If you even suggest this to you, you're the asshole. Rabbits are generally considered caged pets, so they don't really need to be considered on a lease. Your landlord doesn't have to be informed about caged pets, and he's not allowed to forbid them by contract. This is a complicated one because as someone in a committed relationship, I understand wanting the partner to consult you. But I'm going to go with a very gentle, you would be the asshole. I think that Bunny might be an important part of her trying to build a relationship with her stepfather, and she's really happy about it. I'd say talk to your girlfriend about how you feel not being included in the decision, but do try to be open to working out a living situation that includes the bunny. She didn't mean to cause this stress to you, so it's not a red flag from her. Well, not only that, but it wasn't her decision, so she wasn't the asshole at all. It's not like she purposely went out and got the rabbit. There were some good intentions that were slightly misplaced. The rabbit clearly still makes her happy, so do you really want to take that away from her? Rabbits are great pets. It's super easy to rabbit-proof your place, and they're easy to litter train. They are. They are. Who gets someone a pet while they're trying to find somewhere to live, honestly? If she is able to handle the responsibility of a rabbit financially and emotionally, you can't force her to abandon something she's bonded with. I understand your concerns about apartment hunting, so make sure you use the time that you have to research places that would allow her to have her rabbit. Make sure she knows the proper methods of indoor rabbit care and training. Keeping them from chewing walls and wires is especially difficult, but not impossible. Overall, just have a discussion instead of trying to tell her how it's going to be. Yeah. So that was the second one. I talked about these. These are taking a really long time for me to do. I am so sorry. Let's see. Next one. Ooh, this one's also an asshole. Am I the asshole for taking my neighbor's pet bunny? Okay. Now from the title, I'm sure you were thinking yes, because it's their animal. Oh God, this is just one big block of text and they are not spelling things correctly. Okay. I am 19 years old looking for a house, planning on moving out of my parents' house because we live in a small trailer park. We do well for ourselves, have many pets, have what we want in life, and my parents own 3 parts of separate properties and are working on making their own. I can't read this anymore. I don't care if they have animals. I love animals. They got a pet bunny for their kids and it's cute. And I've thought about getting another animal, but the problem is they don't funny watch it. The bunny has got out many times, caught it at least 6 to 8 times. I've only seen them once actually look for it. Soft fur, healthy size for a bunny. Now the father has built a cage out of wood and left it on their porch so they can never fully watch it when they get other animals. I had to save it from a dog. What? This time I caught it and kept it inside for 20 minutes and didn't see them looking for it, so I kept it inside until Mom got home. She said I need to give it back. I told her with how much it got out, I watch it more than they do. Wow, this was hard to read. You're 19, but you write like you are 7 years old. Okay, wow. I get it. But you would still be the asshole by taking their pet. Bunnies are prey animals, so they can't be just willy-nilly going around like they're letting their bunny do. There are so many predators out there that can very easily eat a bunny from the sky, from the ground, from everywhere. I mean, there are so many predators that will eat a bunny. The fact that the bunny is still alive is honestly a godsend. But you can't just take their bunny. I would talk with the parent about it, the neighbor parent, and be like, hey, I am willing to take care of your bunny. This bunny keeps getting out. I had to save it from a dog. I am willing to take your bunny if you're willing to give it up. But you can't just steal a bunny. That's my thing. What did people say? Bottom line is it's not your bunny. You can't keep it. If you're going through proper channels, reporting them for animal neglect, calling animal control officers, etc., that would be one thing. You're just resorting to stealing because you really want the bunny and are making excuses. This says, you're the asshole for keeping something that doesn't belong to you. All I've read here are pretty lame excuses for keeping the bunny because you want the bunny. Talk to your neighbors and get your own bunny. This person says, you're 19, not 5. What you wrote was incredibly difficult to understand. You're the asshole for that alone. Give the bunny back. Very soft, you're the asshole. I know you would like to take care of the bunny, but it's not yours. Taking someone's pet animal is theft, and your mom told you to give the bunny back. You say you're 19, but not acting like it. Even a kid would give it back. You're the asshole, and if they catch you, technically you did steal it. They could sue you. Give it back. They're technically your property. If you're concerned, talk to them about maybe putting a little fenced area for the rabbit or a better latch. Mentioning that you've seen dogs hassling the rabbit when it escapes, and you want to make sure that it will be okay, even if it manages to get out of its hutch. Don't take someone else's family member. You are never an asshole for wanting to help a neglected animal, but taking it isn't the answer. Realistically, you should talk to them about the escaping. I'm disgusted by the people commenting who don't care it's getting dumped outside. This is abuse to a rabbit. They cannot fend for themselves and absolutely should not be left alone outside without protection. But if you take it, they will just get a new one and will probably have the same treatment. Try to educate them and explain that you have had to catch it several times, and if they keep doing it, it could very well die. Let them know that you will take it if they ever do not want it. That's exactly how I think. Take it back to the owners and tell them, I am willing to take care of your animal. These are the things that I've noticed with it. What do you think? Yep, you can't keep it, and it's not your house, so you can't decide what animals live there. And it's theft, so if your neighbors found out, you'd at the very least have to give it back anyway, if not get actual trouble. You wouldn't go to jail, but a fine and community service isn't nothing. I mean, you're stealing. Yeah. No, this person says taking it to the vet or something like that. Give it to a friend so it's away from the property, or making some report that it was being neglected. I mean, yeah, you can like report about it, but I wouldn't take it and give it to a friend. Like, and I don't even think I would report it. I would talk to the people first. I would talk to them. This person says, based on your intentions, you're coming from a good place and want the best for the rabbit, but maybe the better course of action would be to inform the owners of better ways to look after them. I have 2 rabbits that I keep indoors, and when we first got them, I was surprised about how much looking after they actually needed. The rabbit shouldn't be on its own. Well, mine hates everybody. They're very social animals and can become depressed without interaction from another rabbit or people the rabbit likes. Personally, I wouldn't be keeping it outside if it's in an environment with animals such as dogs and such, and even the sight of the dog is enough to give the poor thing a heart attack. Okay, side note, what's funny is that Bunny has been asking Melon for kisses lately. Melon will like play bow, and then Bunny will put his little head out like he wants her to like give him little kisses. It's very cute. My bunny, I'm telling you, he's like literally a 60-year-old man. Like, he's like, hey sugar, can you give us some kisses? Like, he doesn't. It's funny because yes, they are prey animals and a lot of them are very skittish, but he's so funny because Melon, this big giant dog, comes up to him and he's like, give me a kiss. He's so cute. But anyway, this person says, all in all, I know you want the best for the rabbit, and that's great, but at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility as much as you would like it to be, and from the sound of it, you'd take better care of it than they would, but maybe they're just misinformed and would take better care of the rabbit if they knew what they needed to do. Yeah. I would just talk to them. This person says, how would your neighbors respond to you asking to buy it off of them just to keep them from accusing you of stealing it? So, anyway, we only went through 4. Also, I'm gonna go get my bunny. It's been a really long time since you guys seen Bunny. So I'm gonna go get my bunny and bring him here, and you get to see him. So, I'll be right back. It's Mr. Bunny, it's Mr. Bunny, it's Mr. Bunny, he's a good boy. Is this your brother? Yeah. He's being a good boy, isn't he? Yes, he is. He's being a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing, Mel? Melon, you're sniffing his butt, you freak. This is Mr. Bunny. He is almost 11 years old. So much hair just flew everywhere. My good boy. He's the sweetest angel in the entire world. And there's literally nothing he loves more than loves. Look at this. You kidding me? This is all he ever wants. He's such a good boy. Anyway, if you're thinking about getting a bunny, do your research. Because again, this man's going to be 11 years old. And he will be living to 35. He will. Right. Oh, he loves squeezes, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. He's making all kinds of noises over here. Oh, it's a big bunny. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you being here. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye!